That's not what we're doing, right?
We can do that. That's a cool, like
That's
a
cool.
train
Like
intro.
No, is that
episode 4, and we're still trying to figure this out, guys.
or is it back to?
No, we can't copy Gary Vee. We're gonna get sued, man.
Oh, like that. How about like the Polar Express?
What's the Polar Express?
You never seen the movie Polar Express?
I've seen it.
Yeah, like how the train comes in the Polar Express.
How does
like
it
it's
go?
like a coal train, like an old school coal train.
Can you explain it?
Like a steam engine. Like how? Like have you ever seen how a steam engine comes in? Like I guess how you.
How
would
does
do
it make a noise?
Dude, I'm so bad at like making noises.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about then.
Have you not seen the Polar Express?
Dude, I watched it this past winter time, but I can't remember what the noise it makes.
It's a steam engine. Yeah. Like kind of like that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna make
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Choo. I guess we can
Let's get that. Let's sample that. That's the opening.
That would be an intro. Okay, ready? Let's see if we can start with this. So it'll be like choo choo.
Yeah.
Okay. On the next one, we'll start with that one, and we'll intro and fade into the.
Nice.
Now we have one choo choo. Or you do it
for everyone that's been following now, Gary V included. We're not gonna use that anymore.
I know out of our 30 views that we get for each video, Gary V's one of them saying, "Son of a gun, they're stealing my stuff."
Okay, so do you know who Patrick Bet-David is?
I do not.
So this guy is kind of like he had an insurance company, he sold it, and made a ton of money. Now he runs like a entertainment company, media company, and he's like a media person on the internet now. He does like podcasts. He has famous people on his podcast, politicians, rich people, and so forth, right? So on one of my TikTok accounts, I post like motivational stuff, and there it was, Patrick Bet-David. He had liked it and favorited the video.
There you go.
I was like, oh shit! And I would just check if it was his account or one of those like a fake account. I don't know if he's running the account, but I was like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know that. I follow that guy.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's. He
Dude,
saw, like, of all the things, he saw my.
Dude, that's 6 degrees of separation, man. You're one step away from being internet famous.
There you go, dude.
Dude,
or am I already?
Leverage that so we can become internet famous on
Let's
this
do it.
show,
Let's
man.
do it. Yeah.
So now we're not just posting a bunch of different small videos on TikTok and YouTube just for my mom to share to her friends.
Yeah, dude. Well, hopefully.
I love you, Mom. Thank you for sharing. I love the support. My mom has shared a lot of our videos for her friends. She's very good. Really? Yeah.
Oh.
We should make her our manager of marketing.
Dude, yeah. That totally makes sense. We get a ton of like, I'm going to say older folks, but
Is that what you're saying in the demographics?
Demographics of the thing.
It's my mom.
Damn.
Hey, man, if your mom doesn't support you, I'm sorry.
Who does?
Yeah. Well, man, I'll be honest. The first thing I've been getting into and what I've been digging into the past few days is I'm going to become a farmer. I've been mentioning this, but I'm taking even more steps to making that a reality. I don't think I'm anymore going to be following the path of agave at the moment. I'm still doing that. Don't be scared. That's still an end goal and a dream of mine. Build a house around an agave field. Though it's going to look a little bit different. I think how I'm going to begin this farming journey is actually purchasing a piece of land in the same area in Temecula. But that is an active mandarin farm. They sell tango mandarins.
So obviously, I don't think you've actually reached out to the place. One, are they selling the place?
Yes, they are selling the place.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is all an active. I'm going to share. I'll share this with Bibhor, but it's an active listing on Zillow and everything like that. They're selling the land for $599,000. It is approximately 19 acres, a little bit over, just under 20 acres. So about $30,000 an acre.
Okay, and then you're just producing. Is it all of it is orange?
All of it is mandarins right now. Here, I'll share a little bit of a picture right here so you guys can see it right here. Dude, shout out Notion. Notion makes it really easy to create files and share. Notion, if you want to sponsor us. Mandarin farm right here. So I got shout out ChatGPT as well. OpenAI if you want to sponsor us.
I feel like I've said this before. What do you know about farming?
Bro, it just starts with an idea. That's all it takes, Nothing to answer your question. But that doesn't mean I can't learn, right? Nothing is impossible. So this is it, dude. Let me see if did I push it into the screen? Yes, I did. This is the farm right here. Dude, check this out.
I feel like you should do like soil testing and all that.
For sure. No, there's a lot of like due diligence I have to do beforehand by actually like talking to the place. But this practice was just me making sure that it even made sense. Like, does buying a mandarin farm, even using numbers that like market value prices, which is all of California, who knows? It could be more, it could be less. But if I were to go that route, would it be even a profitable business? Would it be worth it? My end goal is to have and acquire land. That's the goal. To own like as much land as humanly possible without having to spend my own capital. So if I could have something that's self-sustaining, my goal is accomplished.
So a couple things. Temecula, like you haven't gone, but you should go this year. Is they have a blueberry company, and you go blueberry picking.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure it's pretty profitable because they do it like $7 or like $14, different containers, and it's all you can fill on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's busy throughout the summer. Only probably like 4 or 5 months during blueberry season, but it's packed. And you can do the same thing like orange picking. You go and you pick oranges.
Yeah.
Like that's your like a month, during the summer or during the orange months.
Mm-hmm.
You get people to come and they go orange picking.
Yeah.
And you start a business by selling oranges.
Bro. So again, part of this business plan and strategy, direct to consumer.
Hey.
All right. So we're doing a 50-30-10 split actually. So we're doing direct to wholesale.
Okay.
So going to like the packers, 35% selling to retail. So doing our own brand, kind of like Cuties and Halo, trying to compete with them a bit. And then 10% direct to consumer. What does that mean exactly? Shipping to...
Temecula sells a lot of local stuff.
Yeah. That's
like Barron's and Albertsons and whatnot. They'll work with their local farmer.
That's what I'm saying. I got to get into that and just build the brand around it being local.
Yeah.
And kind of more California local, Southern California local, and not specifically to Temecula.
Think because of tariffs, price of oranges is going to go up?
That's another thing. Price of tariffs. We bring a lot from Mexico, so the price of tariffs are going to either raise the price of mandarins here per pound, and also raise the retail prices, just because the other competition, they're going to take advantage of it, the ones who grow locally as well. Cuties and Halo, they bring from all over the place. There's already local farmers, but I think for sure raise the prices. Another cool thing about this is that the mandarins there are tango mandarins, which were invented in UCR in the 90s. Very special form of mandarin.
Right here in Riverside?
Here in Riverside. It's a bread of kind of like the award-winning kind of mandarin. Cool. So because of that invention, farmers had to pay UCR royalty if they had to have these trees, they produced it and sold it. That royalty ended last year. They no longer have a patent on it. So you no longer have to pay royalties on the tango mandarins.
Can I tell you something about this land stuff? You're going into, right? Like, you should do something, and I say this because like now I have a kid, but you should do something that are activities there all the time. You should make it into like an attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get some haystack, make a maze, let people go through the maze. People bring their kids, right? And then you have like a couple of tables, you serve wine or some shit. Bam, you got it right there. You got like an attraction going,
Kind of like an Instagram kind of kind of property, I guess.
Yeah, an attraction. Basically, you got an attraction going,
Yeah.
Get a farm, get a couple of horses, dude. Like people come like $20 to come there, drink your wine. All of a sudden, you got like a couple $1 million business because like you got an all year round thing going on there. Like, and then from like how much does it cost for you to buy a bunch of hay and build a maze? Once you build it once, like it's good. Like, I don't think there's much upkeep of a fucking hay, like a hay maze.
Hay could be pretty expensive, but I haven't looked into it.
I don't know.
I mean, at the worst thing, you get a little space there.
Like a board. Get plywoods. I don't care. Like,
at the very least, the orange picking is a good idea.
There's a park here There's a winery called Long Shadow Ranch, and they got like a play area for kids and shit, and then they got a winery for the adults that's outside. So like the kids are playing, and then you drink.
Yeah.
Like it's like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, yeah. But you can see them like, and they're like, being entertained.
Yeah.
Clothes and stuff. So there's like horses and stuff and like other stuff there.
Yeah.
So Kind of good place to go during like in the summer because it stays like warm till like 8, 9 now and then stay lights out until almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah. No, Temecula is a nice place, man. There's a lot to do here. See here, I mean, I think you're right as far as like making it more of an attraction kind of place as well, just to make some more money out of it that way. I'm also going to be doing dried fruits as part of it, so 10% of it is going to be trying to make dried snacks with mandarins and other byproducts. Like with the peels, you can make orange zest or mandarin zest and other powders that they use.
You know what I don't find a lot here? Mangoes.
Well, mangoes don't grow here.
Is that it? Is that okay?
That's why they don't grow here naturally. I should say
in the United States.
Jamie, let's find out. Do mangoes?
Hey, Chat GPT. Are you really about to ask Google?
Dude, I'm still.
It's Gemini, powered by Gemini. Dude.
Florida, California, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico.
Okay.
In Coachella Valley, actually, kind of close to here, kind of by the desert. I did not know that.
I feel like mangoes,
mangoes require a lot of water, man. That's the downside.
Well, how much water do mandarin require?
About $30,000 worth a year.
Okay.
For that acreage. It's about 900 mature
you
plants.
you got to understand how much yield and
Yeah. So these plants, they give out the most kind of output year 10 to year 25.
Okay.
A mandarin tree could grow 50 plus years if you take care of it, of course. The output could be anywhere from 100 pounds all the way to 250 pounds. If your tree is unhealthy, it could be like 75 pounds.
Are you going to be trying one of those homestead folks that are just going to maybe get a camper and just live out there? Starlink it?
Technically, I can't because in that area they have HOA. It's like a few dollars, but the contingency, one of the things on there is you have to have a house that's over X amount if you're going to live there. I think it's an absurd thing too. It's like 5,000 square feet. You have to have a big ass house if you want to live there.
Okay, you should build one of those buildable houses. You ever seen a barnuminium? You've seen what that is?
No.
We'll look up what a barnuminium is.
Barnuminium. Let's see. Let's fade into black. Barnuminium. What is a barnuminium? Google. I saw some images.
It's like a barn house.
That's kind of cool right there.
Yeah. So it's everything is like a single story, kind of like a one house. It's like a one giant room almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. My dream is to build like a hacienda.
What is a hacienda?
Dude, it's like a house. It has it's open in the center. Like a Spanish style, but like one of these son of a guns in the center of the house. Just like, dude, that'd be killer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Tell me something.
So so India is very famous for having stuff like that.
Like haciendas, dude?
Yeah, so what it is that, think about palace, right?
Yeah.
And in the center of the palace, there's like entertainment area.
The courtyard.
And that's basically, where all the entertainment would go down for the palaces to see. Nepal has a lot of palaces built out like that.
They say it's really to be an expression that the center of your household is actually the center of the universe. The courtyard is like the nature and like the center of everything happening.
Yeah.
So it's a figure of, what the whole world actually is around you.
Yeah, I mean, I like that type of architecture, but I also like a giant backyard.
Bro, look, you can't tell me look at this. This has a hacienda
cool.
and a giant backyard.
That's great. See,
Get out of town, dude. I mean, you gotta have a palace to be honest, but
you can buy some of these. I follow like some of these pages on Facebook, and it's like a historical listing. And it's all over the world and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I see these houses in Tuscany and something that's for $250,000, and it's literally a castle.
Yeah.
And you just gotta
I was watching.
It's 200, 300 years old.
I was watching a YouTube video the other day. Remember how they had that whole thing in Europe or in Italy specifically where you could buy a place for €1 or something like that?
Oh, Japan.
Well, they also did it. They did it in Italy. They're trying to get people to go to remote.
I think the
cities
population is it's a city where it's a population has died.
Yeah.
And the city's full of old people.
Correct. Yeah.
So
yeah,
all the youth have left for jobs.
and
And
so they're trying to revigorate it. Yeah. Well, the YouTube video was covering like the actual. They interviewed the people who did this and like what was the actual cost, and they were talking about the whole process.
there's probably tax and shit that's involved.
I mean, some taxes, but they said the cost was just really the cost to improve the actual house. In some cases, these houses couldn't be improved at all.
So they were like not livable, like not up to code, livable code.
Correct, and like to be able to fix it and everything like that would cost so much that I mean, so essentially they gave it back. You know, some gave it back, some went through the whole process, but some traded it for a different one. It was kind of interesting to see that.
It sounds like too good to be true. Like some of the ones I've seen in Japan was like, all right, the guy bought it for $1 and then he spent like $100,000 in fixing it. So like, new wood and all that stuff that's required, and then it was a house that he could live on forever. But it's not buy it for $1 and like it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not
like,
gonna be a nice house.
That makes no sense. Like
a pristine castle just for you waiting for €1. You're so lucky, yeah.
Have you seen these abandoned cities?
I've never been to an abandoned city. No, it's abandoned.
So like there's some cities in like Europe and even in China where they built out these giant cities, and then people just moved out. Like no one lived in it anymore.
Well, I saw the China one because of that whole like what was that big financial crisis, like the Green Everest or Greenfield, something like that, where they built like a bunch of apartment homes and it was just sitting empty, thousands of homes.
Yeah, so there's I've seen different ones in different countries. I know there's some in like Europe, like I want to say like Eastern Europe and stuff. That like there's just these houses that were just built and no one ever lived in them, and it's just abandoned. It's like nice houses.
Interesting. No, I haven't seen those, but would you live in Eastern Europe?
Where?
I don't know, like Slovenia?
I could live in Slovenia. Would I? I don't know, but can I? I probably could, yeah.
I don't know, Slovenia seems kind of like a crazy place to me.
Where, like, I've been to Russia.
I know.
It wasn't that bad, honestly. Like, it wasn't that bad. It was clean. It was nice.
Yeah. No,
they didn't hate you, like, like I was in the airport for a little bit, but outside of that, like, I think
you went to the Kremlin, didn't you?
Huh?
You went to the Kremlin?
I mean, I didn't go to the Kremlin.
Oh, sure.
He's
part of the CIA. Come on, put it.
No, I saw the Kremlin. I was there for like a week for this like international high net worth conference, and we were just trying to find investors to basically raise capital for a project in Cyprus.
Yeah.
And it is, it's super nice. I loved it. Honestly, I would go.
In Russia?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't live there, but I would go. It was cool. Like, it wasn't like what all this, like, people probably make it out to be, like, it's hard. Like, it's probably hardcore. I don't know. I didn't go to the fucking wrong part.
The boondocks. Yeah. You're in the nice parts of...
I stayed at the St. Ritz and, like, St. Regis.
Yeah.
And then, in the center of downtown. Like, the worst thing that happened was we went to one place and we went there the night before. They took a card, but on the weekend they don't take cards. So it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and we don't have any cash. And our bill's like around 3,000 rubles.
Oh shit! So they're like,
we're
dude,
like, shit! Like they're like, someone's got to pay, guys. Like, and we're like, you don't take cards. We were here yesterday. We paid with the card. They're like, no, cash only. We didn't want to like talk too much, so we like rock paper scissors, and I lost. It was snowing, like just think about like one. What time was it? Probably like 12, 1, somewhere after probably 12.
Yeah.
It's fairly late, and I had to go in this blizzard up to an ATM that was probably like a mile, maybe not half, like a kilometer or something, and come back, get the cash, come back, like in fucking Moscow, dude.
How much is 3,000 rubles?
I don't know, maybe like $200. That's scary though, right? Like you're in the middle of Moscow, dude.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'd be worried about the snow just killing me, man. I'd be dead in the snow somewhere.
So like, huh?
I'd be dead in the blizzard. I get lost.
No, you have Google Maps or what the fuck, like.
Oh, I guess you're in the city.
You're
not on the farm or something like that, where you're gonna accidentally go up to the forest.
No, I have internet. I had everything.
Yeah. I'm thinking you're there by yourself in like in Antarctica, right there.
Yeah. So.
Russia would be cool, man. Russia would be a cool place to visit.
But yeah, I mean, Romania, I would love to go to Romania.
Uzbekistan? I heard
No.
No. Is there a reason why we don't go to Uzbekistan?
I think those countries like in the middle, like I would say like Uzbekistan,
All the
Kazakhstan, even Mongolia. Like I'm not
Afghanistan.
I'm not trying to go like like it's not the vacation I want to take.
Yeah.
Is it cool? It's probably cool. Afghani food. I had a ton of Afghani food when I was in Dubai.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great, but like I feel like they're like, oh, this guy's from America. Like they'll probably like just fuck with you in Afghanistan. Like it's not that safe right now. Like it's not the safest place on the world. Like
Who knows? Maybe. Well, actually, yeah, no, probably not right now, huh?
yeah.
You ever see that interview that's like on a TikTok, and it's like these two guys who do like a podcast where like they're on the side of the road of Los Angeles and they interview people. It's just like they put up a table. It's like a guy with blonde hair and a dude with like glasses, and they asked this one guy about where he likes to travel or how he likes to travel, and he says, well, it's kind of macabre, but he goes to places after a terrorist attack or some sort of like natural disaster.
Okay.
He's like, so after, like, if there's an attack or a terrorist attack, he'll book a ticket to that place. And he says, like, it sounds bad, but it's like the security's usually terrific. It's like
Is it his like is that his stig? Is that what he does? Is that his fucking thing that he does?
His argument was it's a cheap way to travel to different places. He says usually the prices are dirt cheap because no one wants to go to those places. And
security's high because something just happened.
Yeah, exactly. He says like what he said. He's like the horse already left the barn. He's like no one's gonna go do it twice in the same week, kind of thing. So
yeah.
He's like that's the best time to go.
I mean that's not a bad logic. Like that's not like a,
It's just a little fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I've seen too many movies where like like we planted 4 bombs, motherfucker, 3 days apart. Like,
movies, though. When does that happen in reality though? How many terrorist attacks have been like?
Yeah, but you're right though. You're right. Like that totally makes sense. You go out a couple days after it happened. Security's super up the ass, but the country's super safe.
Yeah. It's probably the safest time to be in that country.
Yeah.
No one wants to do anything. They're all afraid. Like,
this guy's onto something.
Yeah.
Prices have just gone down. Nobody wants to go. Demand is super low. Like currency's down the water. Like everything is down.
He was saying he signed up for a tour that usually is like packed. He's like, I was the only one on the tour.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really smart.
He got a private tour. He's like, well.
Plane's probably empty, dude.
That's what he's saying. He's like, the flights, stir cheap. Yeah. The cheapest.
Okay, shit, dude. You should look this up. So this just happened either today or yesterday, last night. But in the Dominican Republic, a building collapsed, a club, and it killed like almost 200 people, I think.
Oh, shit.
And you can see the building, it killed like a former MLB player.
No.
This is breaking news. Breaking news. Yeah, dude. Like this is some wild stuff. Like an entire top of a roof collapsed. What's the count? What does it say? 184. Yeah.
Wow.
Probably a lot more injured too.
Santo Domingo.
I didn't read it to how it happened, but that is wild, dude.
Let's see. We're not going to abandon anyone. We cannot wait until the nightmare.
Go down. See the picture? Shit.
Wow, the entire roof just collapsed in? Wow.
Yeah. That is wild.
How, man? Professional athletes, government officials.
Sounds like a hit job, dude.
Do you think so? No.
No. Tinfoil hat, conspiracy theory, like. That's
Ruby
crazy
Perez.
though. Just the way that the roof collapsed just looks very like off. Like, you know what I mean?
Looks too clean.
No, it's just like, how does that happen? Like, usually when structures fall, like the side, like where the weights are fall, right? Unless it was just so shitty. Like the roof was just so bad, like it was just collapsing and it just fell down. Like that's maybe what happened. Like the center of the roof where all the weight is, probably just like fell.
Yeah, wow.
That is brutal though.
Maybe they put something on the roof that they shouldn't. I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Free press is democracy. AP, dude. Stop.
Wow. No, this is terrible, dude. That's crazy.
A nightclub too, like maybe because they were jumping up on the building and it was like shaking the walls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's other factors I'm probably not thinking of.
It doesn't say what could have caused it, but that is pretty crazy to see.
Yeah.
That's very sad and unfortunate.
Today's news, man. I think it's today, right? It was like in the last 24 hours, I think.
14 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, 17 hours ago.
Yeah. So this happened.
It's pretty recent.
This morning.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry for all my folks in Santo Domingo. Hopefully everyone's okay. Wow. That always sucks, man. You know, imagine you're at a nightclub, you're just having fun, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, dude. There's an earthquake in Nepal in like 2014, 2015. And my brother was there at the same time. And basically, it was like pretty large earthquake. It was like 7.
I remember that, I think.
I think like 20,000 or 10,000 people died. And he was there. And there's some footage now you can see online. And it's like the buildings are just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like just straight shaking like pretty aggressively.
How scary is that, man? You know, just kind of just saying like, well, the world is gonna move, and I'm just here. You know, it's like you feel small.
What are you gonna do? Like you can't like if it's a violent enough earthquake, like that makes such a huge like.
There's really nothing you could do. You just gotta wear it to the face and kind of. Have you been feeling the earthquakes here the past few days? The past few days, there's been a few earthquakes.
You felt it?
Yeah. We're very close to a fault line.
I did not feel any earthquake.
Yeah.
What time, dude? My son's always running around.
Dude, it was like last night around 8. There was like 2 or 3. I was here. Do you hear this thing goes? It rattles and shakes.
Stop.
The little fan. I swear to God. What, you think it's me?
No, but like I don't know. Like, did that really happen?
I swear to God. Huh. I mean, there's small earthquakes, but you know, which is a good thing. Lets out the pressure.
I guess, yeah.
That's what they say.
I mean,
so
shit,
the big
dude.
one comes out.
I mean, I think earthquakes and tsunamis are earthquakes in the water, but are the two most dangerous things in terms of natural disaster.
Earthquakes and tsunamis?
Yeah, I mean they're the same thing. It's just like one is in land and one is in water. But
tsunami's pretty different, man. That's a fucking wave of
no.
water.
A tsunami is just a earthquake in underwater is a tsunami.
Yeah, but it pushes the water, so it makes it.
That's what causes. I mean, that's what causes a tsunami.
The earthquake, yeah.
The earthquake typically, yeah. So, but like that tsunami in the in like
Indonesia?
2005 or 2004, something like that.
Yeah.
That killed like 200,000 people, and some of these are videoed, right? And it's just like, hey, it's coming. What are you gonna do? Like, what can you do?
A few 100 miles per hour, pretty much, yeah.
And it's right there. Like you see it, it's too late. I feel like it's already like
Yeah.
It's crazy, and
you have to get like high, but even if the building falls, just because the water is just pushing everything down, you know, it's like
the building could fall, and if it doesn't, how long can you stay up there until like help comes? Because everything is flooded, you can't go out, right? Like that. Yeah. I think that becomes you thirsty. It's in the middle of what is it? Those are very like humid area. I feel like it's always hot.
That's what they say about natural disasters. Many times it's not even like the actual natural disaster that kills the most people. It's like the days after of trying to get all the logistics and everything on board, like getting people to hospitals.
Yeah,
it's impossible, and that's why people die. Like they don't eat, they don't drink, they like. It's all the ripple effects that come from the tearing down all the infrastructure kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think no one does it as well as movies in war scenes. Like those, I don't know if you've ever seen Pearl Harbor or not.
Yeah.
But in Pearl Harbor, when they attack and then they're all rushed, or whoever is surviving, they're rushed to the hospital, and then you see the hospital are just being over like there's no places for them to sit, put like they can't, they're out of capacity, right? And it's a disaster. Like it's not like like we say like COVID or like other long-term things have happened. It's like, okay, like you see it coming and there's measures, but like this happens so quick, so fast, and that's what it's not like prepared for. Like even few weeks, few hours matters in these types of situations.
Have you seen this is a show on HBO Max? If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's called The Pit.
Okay.
It's about doctors in the ER.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Apparently, it's one of the more realistic kind of
I don't watch
what happens in an ER. It's pretty intense, and they're dealing with that all the time. It's pretty fun.
I don't do doctor shows.
It's not like a Grey's Anatomy. It's not like the people get like crazy things.
I don't do doctor shows.
It's just like normal ER stuff. Why, man? You don't want to be a doctor?
It's not about that. I don't like So I'm like.
What does that mean? It's not like it's drugs or something, Mike.
It's like, I can watch a show. I can watch Breaking Bad. I just don't want to watch a show about like
real life.
Them doing like operations and shit. Like
well, it's the ER. It's like they get weird stuff.
I just don't want to watch it.
You gotta open your horizons,
watching like a donkey show or something. Like no,
I would watch it once.
Okay,
At
There you
least,
go.
you know.
I probably have seen something like that once, then, but
You gotta try something new every now and then, man. Don't be so close-minded, I'm just saying.
all right.
Broaden your horizons a bit.
Donkey show, man.
Yeah. Dude, if you haven't, you've missed out. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
What else do you want in life? Oh, a ping pong show would be the only other thing you would have to.
Have you ever? Okay. This goes back way back, but have you ever heard of E-Bombs World?
Hell yeah, I've heard of E-Bombs World.
So E-Bombs World, for people that don't know, this is, I would say, typically really popular site in the early to mid 2000s, I would say, right?
Yeah.
And it was like I don't even know, it was everything in one space. So think about like
all the worst parts of the internet, all the greatest parts of the internet, all the funny parts of the internet.
It was just the internet's like, I don't know how to describe it better, but the internet's like dumpster bucket,
Yeah.
So everything was just in there.
Yeah.
And E-Bombs World had tons and tons of videos, and one of the videos that was always funny was these guys would play ping pong, and it was this intense game of ping pong, and basically it was choreographed. So it looked like it wasn't choreographed because they did it so well, but it was two people holding these guys playing ping pong. And that shit was hilarious. And they would have shit like this on E-Bombs World all the time. E-Bombs World would hack your computer, like, that was like on a daily occurrence. You go to E-Bombs World, your shit would just start
There's all
working.
the other porn that you get onto. That's the thing. Yeah.
But
You click all the ads on the side of the screen.
Does that still exist? Like, E-Bombs World's still a thing?
No, I think that is dead.
Like defunded? Like,
it got taken down with Silk Road. I don't know.
there's no E-Bomb World's into some, like, weird shit.
Dude,
It probably still exists, but it's not the same.
Yeah, no, it's not the same.
I would say E-Bombs World turned into World Star.
I mean, I feel like it kind of was always a bit of World Star, but it went too much that way. Yeah.
E-Bombs World. That's a funny name.
I used to love this thing, man. You go
The
in
games
here,
on E-Bombs World. Oh, they had
that.
so many games.
Yeah. Wow, this is good times, man. You go back to E-Bombs. I'm going to play with E-Bombs World a little bit later, man. I'll see what's going on over there. What are the new updates? What are the new things?
Do you think people play like those types of games still?
Hell yeah.
Like those quick like internet games?
Actually, I don't know, because those were that was before like what we had, the DS and all these new iPads.
No, I feel like there's better games on your mobile device. People aren't playing. If it's not an immersive game, they're not playing it on the desktop. I feel like
these games that we were playing on there are now apps.
Correct.
So it's like they just have an app.
Yeah, people are just not on their computer. Like how, like outside of work, are you really on your? You're still on your laptop, but like on your desk.
Oh, I mean, I got a pretty good setup, man. I spend a lot of time at my desk.
Yeah, I mean you're in IT, so.
Yeah. I like it, man. I got like 3 monitors.
Is it necessary?
Desk? No.
Is it necessary? Is the setup always the same?
Is anything necessary? Yeah.
Are you like a creature of habit in how you have to have your monitor set up? You have a certain way you set it up?
What do you mean?
Like, so when I'm working, so I have a 3, like I have the same setup.
Yeah.
But it's just flipped. So the computer's on this side, that's on this side, and that's on the middle.
Yeah.
And I have on my computer, I always have like my ChatGPT and my YouTube on that screen.
No.
And I have my email open on the larger, like the longer vertical monitor, and on the horizontal one is where I have my like main work stuff, like like the Salesforce and whatnot.
No.
Is your set
all over the place?
It's all over the place.
I'm like a normal human being.
No.
Man. It's like I don't have
You
autism
have
or
no.
whatever.
I am on the spectrum.
It needs to be perfectly 90 degrees here. Yeah, no.
No, I probably am,
Slightly.
never got 100%, dude.
But just kind of like I'm good at stuff and not the I'm into choo-choo trains kind of stuff, kind of.
No, it's a spectrum, right?
That's why they call it a spectrum.
Yeah, so it's like you can be a full functioning person that's autistic, probably, and you can just be completely fine.
Or you could be
completely on the other side and been like it's pretty bad. Like you've seen not I don't know if you've seen them, but that exists. I remember a long time ago in Long Beach when I was still in college, applied for this internship, and it was basically like a care service for a person that's super on the spectrum, and I didn't know what I applied for, so I went there for an interview, and it was on what is that nice place, Belmont Shores. And I went there, and I literally after the interview I was like, hey, like this is not for me. Like I'm not. I feel like the day you guys kind of like wrote something else on the job requirement.
I thought I was doing accounting.
Yeah. I have no skill set.
Can you
on this.
take care of my child?
Yeah, like this was like not. Did they get sent to the wrong place? Like, because it was through like an agency. They were like, did they like just mess this up and completely send the wrong person? Because when I went in there,
he's
I was
all
like,
looking on Craigslist like women seeking companion. Yeah. This is not the job application I applied for.
Yeah, it was just bizarre, and then that was an odd experience. Because they were like, he's gonna like, because it was like if someone that's like on that end of the spectrum, they're very like you have to be very patient and needy, and they're very needy, and like things can just go wrong at any time.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for that type of situation, and they were like, "Are you prepared?" I was like, I have zero experience on this. Like, are we like?
I'm not prepared.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah. Negative.
Like,
Negative to your answer.
After that whole time, I was like, did they just get the wrong person? Like, did they like, they could have stopped at any time and said, hey, like, I don't think this is a good fit. But it was too like, they didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like it's fine. Like,
You're already
I feel
here.
like my time is like completely wasted because like, this was not the fit.
You almost felt worse.
Yeah. So.
Well, you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Double read it. Look into the business.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I have some stuff.
I went to Mexico this past weekend.
Oh, how was that, dude?
Dude, I went to Monterrey, Mexico.
So was this like an planned trip, or was this a planned trip?
It was planned, a little last minute, but
okay.
It was a planned trip. We went to Monterrey to...
is that a province or the state?
It's a city.
What state?
Nuevo León.
Okay. Is it a pretty big city? A pretty big city in that state?
It's probably the third biggest city in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's really big on. It has a lot of industry. So a lot of automobile industry. A lot of industry. The richest people in Mexico live in a small area in there.
Okay. Why'd you go?
We went to my girlfriend's dad and her brother competed in this competition called Hydrox. It's kind of like a mix of like CrossFit and I don't know. It's like cardio and functional training. And
is it a high elevation place?
It is higher elevation, but it's not like crazy elevation. Okay. I think Mexico City is actually still higher. But it was this competition, and they competed in it, and we went to go support them. There was a lot of people there. There was maybe like 3,000 people competing and about maybe 5,000 spectators. Simultaneously, they're doing a concert there, a concert called Pan Norte, which is like this huge festival. Green Day, Billie Eilish, a bunch of people were there actually. Yeah, like American artists.
Green Day.
Yeah,
I want to be
American idiot. Yeah, dude.
You know he's headlining Coachella?
Pretty much. Yeah.
He's headlining Coachella.
He was playing at Pan Norte in Mexico, bro.
That's epic, dude.
Yeah. So the place was packed, man, and it had a lot of people there. The city was cool overall. I mean, probably not my favorite out of all of Mexico, you know. Out of all the three biggest cities, it's probably the third.
Okay. And what are the other cities? Mexico City?
Mexico City and then Guadalajara.
Okay.
Yeah. Guadalajara is probably my favorite, to be honest. Mexico City has a lot of stuff, but I've been robbed by the cops there, and they suck. Yeah. So, go to Guadalajara.
That always reminds me of this scene from this movie.
Blood In, Blood Out?
No. It's the...
American Me?
No, dude. Like, let me finish my thought. God damn it. No, I forgot.
Born in East LA?
No, dude. It's a funny movie. It's a comedy. It's with Jennifer Aniston. I think We're the Millers. We're the Millers. So basically the whole storyline is the guy is like a small-time drug dealer in the U.S. He has to go to Mexico and smuggle in like a bunch of fucking marijuana. And basically he's in Mexico. He gets the marijuana, gets on the RV. He's with his family. He's doing a road trip across America. He's in Mexico. As soon as he leaves the facility of the drug lord with all the drugs and his bus, he gets stopped by the cop literally outside the door.
They know.
And they know, and he's like, "Senor, like, you know, you got to pay like the whatever, the tax or whatever it is." And he's like, "Oh, okay, like and he thinks it's like a lot of money. He doesn't want to pay, and then he's like, and he's with this fake family, and he tells his wife Jennifer Aniston at the time, he's like, hey, like, just do your thing, and she's like, no, like, and then she doesn't want to do it, and the cop is gay, so the cop's like, oh, like, no, but
I
like,
want you to do it.
Yeah, and then she's like, you go, and he's like, what the fuck.
He's like, I'll pay the $400,000.
And then he has a family, so he also has a kid on the bus. So he trains the kid. He's like, hey, you gotta take one for the team. Like, this is how it goes. And then later he finds out like he wants like 1,000 pesos.
Yeah.
It's not 1,000. He wants like 1,000 pesos. And he's like, oh, it's like what, like $50, $100, $50,
$50. Yeah.
And then the guy's like, oh, that's it. So he was about to like
go down.
But then he's like, it's just $50.
Dude, he was about to take one for the team, man. Hey, yeah.
Funny movie. So every time I think of that, I think of that, like that movie where like, yeah, they're taking one for the team to get that back. don't do drugs.
Yeah.
So what happened? How was the event? What was the place?
It was really cool, man. It was so what they had to do like a relay. It takes these people like an hour. Like the fastest people doing it, it's like
were they on the same team?
No, they do it individually, and it's like a time thing.
Okay.
Her dad got like second in his age group.
Okay.
He finished in like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Her brother finished in like an hour and 18 minutes. But he's in a younger age group, so there's a little bit faster people. Like the fastest in the world is finish it in like I think 52 minutes or something like that.
Like David Goggins.
Straight up. But it's like, it doesn't seem that impossible. I actually promised them that I'm going to partake in November. So in November, on November 9th, I'll be in Mexico City.
Where?
November 9th, Mexico City. Catch me at the Hydrox event.
That's
competing. Huh?
That's Brett's wedding.
Is that Brett's wedding?
I think so.
November 9th?
I think so.
Ah, fuck. I hope it's not Brett's wedding.
Continue.
If not, I gotta go to Acapulco or something like that. They're also doing it here in the U.S. in December in Anaheim, actually. So I could just push it to Anaheim.
Yeah, just I don't know, but check. I think it is.
Okay, I'll have to double check. Man, you
November,
sure it wasn't in
right?
September? November 9th. You
Yeah,
sure it wasn't in September? It's your birthday.
No, his bachelor party is in September, I think.
Ah, son of a gun.
And then, yeah.
Well, I'll double check and look. I mean, if that's the case, then I guess I
just lied.
I guess I'm gonna have to break a promise. Dude, I was just telling you.
You should start with a half marathon.
Why would I start with a half marathon? That sounds like a terrible. I hate running, dude.
So isn't this the whole thing running?
No. Well, there's a little bit of running, but that's not the whole thing.
Oh, it's just relay.
Yeah. So in total, like you're running like about 5 miles, but you run a kilometer, and then you do one of those.
So you should run a half K, like a
3.5K
or 2.5K or.
Dude, I just gotta start running, man. I gotta run like at least. So if I can run 5 miles,
you should run to my house every day.
Why would I?
And then run back because.
How far is it?
I don't know. We live in the same fucking community, so it's probably not that far. It's probably like a mile.
No, it's probably more than a mile.
It's probably 2 miles. If you take the long road, like meaning the straight road, then you probably get there pretty fast.
Dude, I didn't write down when his wedding is. I'm gonna text him. When's his wedding? That's stressing me out now, man. What if I can't do this?
Just break another promise. Just tell them you can't do it.
I wanted to go to Mexico City, to be honest. That sounds cool.
It's in San Diego.
His
yeah.
On a Friday though, right?
Friday through. We're coming back Monday.
Oh, that's his bachelor party.
Correct. His wedding is on a Friday or Saturday?
I think it's on a Friday.
What day is November 9th?
A Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, like, we'll see.
Dude, I mean, I'm just saying. Well, in any case, I'm going to do that competition, man. You're going to see me all jacked. It'll be fucking...
You're going to be jacked?
Hell yeah, dude. I got to be jacked to be that.
Did you go to the gym today?
No.
You should buy a Peloton.
Why would I buy a Peloton? Actually, I am in the market for a stationary bike. Yeah.
A stationary bike?
Yeah.
Dude, just buy a Peloton.
The thing is like, I really just don't want to... how do I say this? Pay
I
that
could totally see you as a
month.
Peloton person.
Dude, that sounds
like to me, you look like a Pelotoner.
Well, by that, do you mean like fit and rich? Then hell yeah, brother.
Fit and rich.
I'm
I
fit
feel like
and
rich people own Pelotons.
That's
I used to
insane.
have a Peloton, dude.
There you go. See?
I sold it
Why?
because it
you
was
weren't
just
rich
collecting
anymore?
dust. Like it was my coat hanger, dude. It was in my garage, and I was just throwing my fucking jackets on top of it.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Just like I don't know. I'm just
But
trying to
also,
find something.
like, I didn't have
not as
space.
expensive.
I didn't know where to put it. Like, and it was in my garage, and I could have, like, it was too hot in Corona. Like, it
Yeah.
would get fucking, in the summer, it'd get, like, uber hot. And I was like, I'm not going to fucking start pedaling in my garage at 110 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
not
Well, hey,
really.
what a good way to sweat, man. You'll get it all out doing that.
Yeah, but the motivation.
I gotta get one, man. I mean, it's a good way to just kind of keep in active. The goal is health is wealth, you know. I'm 33. I don't want my heart to stop at.
You're 33?
Yeah.
Shit.
We're the same age.
I know. Sometimes it's hard to hear it, you know?
Yeah. I forget sometimes. Sometimes I think I'm 31 still.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah.
I'm like, how old am I? Yeah, like 33. Like,
I wish it was just, like, an even year, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, the one kind of just throws me off. Like, shit, like, I wish it's the 90 or, like, you know, 95 or, like, 2000, you know? Just,
oh, they were 1991.
yeah.
They were like
Make it-
1990 would be.
make the
1990.
count easier.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, okay, it's 2023. 23 minus.
What's
90.
been really easy is I'm exactly 3 years apart from my son. Sorry.
Whoa, man! I was gonna say, I'm like,
That's a mind fuck.
yeah.
My birthday is exactly 30 years
You're
apart
seeing
from
it
my
first, folks.
from my son, and he's 3, so that's easy to remember now.
3 days apart.
No, a day.
A day apart.
Yeah,
Where'd you get the 3 years?
he's 3. He's 3
Yeah,
years apart.
yeah,
We're 3
okay.
years apart from me. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're not 3 years apart. I keep saying we're 3 years apart. We're 30 years apart,
Yeah.
but he's 3 years old. I am only 3. That's a fucking.
He's getting all nervous. He's like, oh, they figured it out. They know.
What is the age of consumption?
Hey, man, the war started late or young. I don't even know in comparison. But, yeah, man, such is life. Life is good. I think next time we should have, like, Brett or have someone come on and hang out
Like a
with
special
us.
guest.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Talk about trials and
Episode
tribulations
5, man.
of,
Episode 5.
Hold on, let me see some. Okay, so do you know this? You should look him up. He's called Lee the Sign Guy.
Yes, I have.
LED.
Yeah,
LED.
LEDZ, where he's all like, he's like the Texas accent, the Trump accent.
He's the internet phenomenon.
He is killing the internet right now.
So, and he like, did an interview with him, and he's like, "Do you know like what you're doing?" Like, and he's like, "I mean, he's like, I didn't know how it started, but now like I can see where it's gone, where it's become." Like,
yeah.
and I was like, "That's such a." Like, I saw this guy way early. I saw him like in, I would say, like August, June maybe of last year.
Yeah.
July, June of last year, where he was just coming out.
Yeah.
And I did a couple of videos on TikTok where it's like I take like super like rage bait stuff,
Yeah.
and then like cut it and then like do a stitch afterwards.
Similar
and
to
that's
what
what he
he's
does.
doing. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I always knew, I was like, that's such a good way to go viral. Use already viral content, stitch it, the most viral hook, and then just say I don't give a shit, and then go on to what you're gonna say anyways.
Yeah.
That's just rage baits the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
And it's funny, he's killing it, and it's like he doesn't have to worry about like PC and stuff like that. You know, it's just like, hey,
He's
like,
in China.
I'm in
Yeah.
China. Like, I don't give a shit.
Like, we don't have the same things, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that he makes it over here. Yeah, it's like it's still.
People love it, dude.
Yeah.
People are eating it alive here.
People have gone over there to interview him and everything.
Yeah,
like that.
he's
Yeah,
a
I was
phenomenon.
watching some of them.
Throw him up here. This is what this guy looks like.
What's his name one more time?
Just put sign guy, LED sign guy.
LED sign. LC sign Tony.
Tony. That's such an American. You think his name is really Tony?
Oh yeah, his name has to be Tony. I don't want to sign in. Hold on here. Dude, with these lights, I'm sweating, dude. To be honest.
Yeah. Are these like supposed to be like one of those?
Dude, they're supposed to be professional, bro.
Yeah.
Professional sweat, you know? Like a freaking...
If you had this set up, I would say in the 90s, Like you're a big time producer.
Dude, I am a big time producer. What are you talking about?
LED sign guy. Let's watch a video.
Hold on here.
Why don't you believe that white privilege
that's not
exists?
it.
I just want to.
Charlie Kirk. That's not what we want.
This one is perfect for you. If you're looking for an indoor sign, check out this infinity letter.
No, we gotta do like a.
Let's see. Okay. This one's
What the
better.
hell? Have you sold my son?
Ma'am, we assure you it's just a Batman neon sign.
Oh, really?
Just
Well,
keep
he
going, keep
isn't
going.
just putting Batman neon sign in there.
Is this YouTube
What
shorts?
is he puffing in there? He put
It's
his...
TikTok.
What the hell? Have you sold?
Dude, this is Elsie's sign, man. Right here.
No. You gotta go down further. There's. Okay.
Oh, they hired a new guy. Tony's getting too famous.
Is that what it is? Oh shit.
China. This is LED sign made in China. Decoration like these are perfectly suitable for your upcoming businesses. The gorgeous effect will attract more customers for you. This sign.
How is his English so good?
He actually speaks really good. Yeah,
Like
English
for
very well,
like you
yeah.
know like.
Worldwide through
You think he was
FedEx
probably
and
he probably lived here? He's very like culturally aware of
I
like.
think he said that he lived here. actually,
Okay.
for a while, yeah.
You can also check out the WhatsApp in our bio and have a free quote. Don't
That's
forget
hilarious.
Yeah.
I one of my jobs I used to
my
work for.
fellow Americans to a sub
The most strangest thing was, I am at a conference, and my client, like a white dude, out of Southern California, right?
Why do that? Southern California.
And I shit you not, he turns around, he spoke full Mandarin, full clear, and I was like, holy shit, dude, like where, like what? And he's like, oh yeah, I lived in China for like 6 years.
That'll do
I was
it.
like, okay, that makes sense.
Chinese is a really hard language, man. I'll be honest, I took 4 years of Mandarin in high school. In elementary, they used to give classes of Mandarin. All I know is like ni hao, xie xie, zai jian. But choo. Sorry, technical difficulties. This is my first time, my first day. Just our 5th episode. But
Tony the sign guy, that's where we left
Tony the
off.
sign guy. Sorry for the technical difficulties, the guys.
Yeah, dude. I
He's
mean,
a
that
guy.
guy is pretty insane.
It was
Like,
pretty insane. Yeah, he's funny. I like him. What did you just ask me?
I asked you about the agave.
Oh, is the goal for me to be the agave guy? Shit. The agave guy. When they say California agave, I want them to say Oscar Diaz next to it. That's how well known I want myself to be known for agave farming in California.
I think so. Did I tell you about this? I think I told you when we were golfing. So a buddy of mine that I work with buys this barrel of whiskey.
Yeah.
So basically, what that
A
means
full barrel.
a full barrel.
Yeah.
And you buy it now.
Yeah.
And then you age it. So you buy it for like $1,500, $1,600 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's yours, and you own the right to that whiskey.
Yeah,
So
that's how like white label distributors kind of do it.
Yeah. So what happens? There's two things that can happen. One, you can sell it back to someone that can basically just like
Package it and
package it, or you can sell it to like large distillers like Jimmy Dean or whatever. Or you could keep it, and it makes like a barrel. I think it's like I don't know how much, like maybe 200 bottles or something, and it's your own personal label. And and he said like it's an investment more than anything.
Yeah.
So he's bought it since he's bought it. He's gotten like 13-14% return per year.
How per year?
Yeah, and he can sell it anytime.
Yeah.
So it's a contract, right? So you can just like go and sell the contract in an open market of alcohol. That's
But
kinda cool.
he has the physical barrel.
He owns a physical barrel. He has to
But
pay
does he
for
have it, or do they store it there for him?
So yeah, it's stored for him somewhere. But he has gone and looked at his barrel. He's touched his barrel.
But he doesn't have to worry about storage or anything.
No, he has to pay for the storage. It's part of the whole stake.
If they ship
Yeah.
it
So
to
what
him,
happens is like, let's say, this guy, whoever made it,
Yeah.
made like, let's say 15, like let's say he made like 50 barrels.
Yeah.
So and then he sold those 50 barrels, and what happens is there's a maturity date on these. So it could be like 5 years, 10 years, whatever that is. So when that maturity date comes up, you will have large companies that make alcohol come up to it, or he can go up to those guys and say, hey, like, do you guys want my 50 barrel of alcohol?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, what it is. They'll go through it, they'll taste it, do all that stuff, and then they will pay him for it.
I see.
Or at that point, you don't want to sell yours and you just want to keep it. Then,
age it even longer.
Then you can keep yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole thing behind it. I might not be the best person explaining this, but
that's an
this
interesting
exists.
idea.
This
Yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah,
economy
yeah.
of this exists.
What I was listening to, and another reason why I shifted from the agave to the citrus or to the mandarin is, so California agave is growing here pretty rapidly, and they had a synopsium or something like that this past week or something like that, and they're talking about really their biggest issue is what to do with their product. They don't have people like that. Like, who are they going to sell the piñas to? Like, who is going to distill and produce?
Okay, they don't have a distiller.
They don't have really big distillers here that could do that. So I'm even thinking, like, maybe it makes more sense to focus that energy or on that idea on becoming the distiller first.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You seen that thing, Men Who Built America?
Yeah.
So there's one, Men Who Built America, John D. Rockefeller.
Yeah.
You know, John D. Rockefeller didn't become rich.
I watched that with you in Long Beach. I
John
remember
D.
that, yeah.
Rockefeller did not become rich by producing oil. John D. Rockefeller refined gasoline, refined oil into gasoline.
Yeah.
Oscar Diaz is going to refine California's agave into a distillery and produce and refine agave into alcohol.
Well, I see it like two different things, man. It's like, one, you could compare it to France and Napa Valley. How France was always known for having the best wine, and they have protection. Champagne, you could only make champagne there. But Napa Valley and Northern California, Sonoma, now is known as the best wine in the world.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that fact?
They still go through blind
Okay.
tastings, and they still get voted the best wine.
Sommeliers, right?
Yeah, throughout the world.
That's crazy.
So how do
Makes sense though, the weather-wise. Like, you know, that's a good area. It doesn't snow.
It's a
always
wonderful
nice.
area.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful area. The one thing that I think to my advantage is, like, I don't know, sometimes when you have something protected or when you fall too much into tradition, you feel like you have to follow it a certain way. Specifically if it's protected, you for sure have to follow like the production a certain way. When you don't have those protections, obviously you have to compete with everybody and it's harder, but you also get the freedom to kind of do whatever. You know, so like now you could age it in, I don't know, we could use the oak barrels from the wineries nearby and age it in there, and it'll give it a totally different note and texture because of the grapes,
Right.
which
I also think
hasn't
like
been used in the past.
It's a lot of it is about marketing. Alcohol is, I would say, majority of alcohol, like, is about marketing.
For sure.
Like, remember the White Claw? Like when the White Claw first came out,
Yeah.
dude, those things you couldn't find them.
Yeah.
Like they did such a good job at marketing.
Yeah.
So seltzer, like everybody at that point was making seltzer.
Sure.
You know, but they just like they did the
They
fucking,
beat it.
They crushed it with the marketing. They didn't beat anything.
Well, they actually started the market, to be honest. Like
not really.
before that,
Budweiser
like
had a seltzer.
They
Like, there
did?
was
No.
seltzer existed. No, that's not true.
I feel like White Claw was the first one, and then everyone started coming out with it.
White Claw made it cool to drink seltzer.
So everyone started drinking like.
Yeah, their marketing was so good. It was just so good. Just like this Liquid Death, right?
That one.
That
yeah,
is just
for
a
sure.
good marketing. You guys are just crushing it through viral marketing campaigns on social media.
Yeah.
And that's how you grow famous. Like,
Also, I mean, like, that's a different model. Like, again, going back to tequila, like, I could just create a tequila brand and try to, you know, use the distillers in Jalisco, buy actual tequila.
when you say
and-
Jalisco, it sounds like you're trying to, like, do some, like, you know, cartels. Like,
No, bro.
Jalisco.
100% clean business.
Isn't that like a hub?
Uh,
Isn't there a cartel called Jalisco cartels? Like,
the
they're pretty
Nuevo,
big.
Nuevo Generacion.
They're big ones, right?
That's the biggest one in Mexico
Oh,
right
okay,
now,
okay,
pretty much.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalisco's no-go, guys. No-go
Go
to
to
Jalisco.
Jalisco. No, Jalisco is a really cool place. No, I mean, that's where Guadalajara is. That's the city of tequila. If you want to go check it out, it's actually really safe. Well, they keep their home safe. You
Well,
know what I mean?
also, one of the things that, like, I was talking to someone about was, like, the resorts, the things that are making money in Mexico are all owned by, are financed by these drug monies, and they don't want that investment to go poorly. So they treat foreigners very well
Yeah.
in their resorts. You don't see a lot of incidents happening in resorts or, like, these large capital investment that they have made to turn money, you know, clean again.
tourism is a huge market in Mexico. So they have like everybody has an incentive.
Yeah, everyone's involved
to protect
yeah.
it. You know what I
But
mean?
just
It's
to
like,
clean, even to clean drug money, right?
you have to build the places. I mean, like you see a lot of these cities, they've grown. If you go to like Guadalajara, for example, the high rises, the buildings that you see there, it's like, man, billions of dollars. It looks like it's been spent there. But you know that not all of it is probably clean, good, nice investments. I'm sure some of it comes from some of these other shady, business deals. So you bat a blind eye. It's kind of like Miami in the 80s. Miami
Yeah.
blew up so much because of all the drug money that was flowing through there. It's like, well,
Dude, you should go to Costa Rica for vacation.
I've been told that many times, actually.
By me, probably.
No, my girlfriend actually thinks that that's like the most beautiful place.
Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Dude, so nice. So we went in 2018.
Yeah.
We went to this place, this resort called Rio Guanacosta. And I don't even know where we landed. We landed in...
I hear it's expensive, though.
Oh, it was not. We did the whole trip. So it was me and my wife, just two of us, and it was like we stayed like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like back then, so it was like almost like 7-8 years ago, but it was $2,800, flights and everything included.
A week?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
For 2 people, and we didn't really spend anything there except for like maybe like we did like a couple of excursions.
It's all inclusive, the actual resort.
Yeah, dude. This is how insane the resort was. I thought, and some people might not be impressed, but you've heard of a beer tap, right?
Yeah.
Like, you go to a restaurant, you get a beer tap, right? You heard of a liquor tap?
Yeah.
You've seen at some bars. There's liquor taps, right?
For sure.
This hotel on every room had a liquor tap of 4 separate types of liquor. So tequila, rum, vodka, and whiskey.
Yeah.
There was a tap, Oscar. Like, it's an all-inclusive resort, so you're not getting sluiced in your room.
Yeah.
You can go to the bar, like really nice bars, and just order whatever you want. But there's like, I'm literally thinking like, who is sitting in their room and just slamming these at an all-inclusive resort where drinks are included? Like,
Well, think about. Well, you didn't go to the bachelor party for Lewis, but in Lewis's at Cancun, we were in the room a lot. Like the pool was right there. It was like a walk-up pool. So
Okay.
it's like you could be there with a whole thing. They did have one, but it was only one. I think it was only vodka or whatever, something. Like
okay.
that.
Yeah, but like, again, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like a pool right there. So, but again, like, it's like, what? It didn't make much sense, but every room had one of these. And I was
Should we
like,
convince Brett to go to Mexico?
Mexico? No, he's not going to go to Mexico, dude.
Why? Why you think he's afraid?
He already got the place.
Oh, in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I won't ruin that idea.
That is for Oscar, Mexico City.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to Mexico City. I'll probably go by the beach somewhere.
TU1. I'm just kidding.
No.
So my one of my managers I used to work for owned a house about like an hour south of San Diego towards Baja.
Rosarito?
Not all the way down, not that far down the middle, but it's like, yeah, he bought the house for like $80K back in like on the beach back in like the 90s, I think, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And he goes there all the time. He owns a boat, and he's always out there on the weekends. He's like,
Yeah.
I just go out on the weekend, like a beach house. He's like, I order a chef, the guy comes and like he just got a personal chef
Lives
for 3
like
days.
a king.
Yeah, and it's like super cheap. It's like it cost me as much as it cost me here.
Yeah.
And I go on the boat, I fish, I have a chef that cooks, and it's like I take my grandkids. It's like a huge house. I was like, it's fucking nice. Like that's like you're living the life, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, there's nothing bad to say. Just drinking beer
On the ocean.
on the ocean, fishing. You have a private chef. You're outside. You're just chilling. Like,
It's a nice area too.
yeah, it's a nice area. You just drive, and you drive there. How far is it? Like an hour and a half? Like not even?
The only downside, I mean, I'm not sure if he has like the Sentry to go past a little bit faster, but if he doesn't, it's just crossing the border back there is a pain in the butt. But if he has the fast pass, the Sentry, then
I'm
he could
sure
just
he's
drive
figured
right
it out.
through. Yeah,
I'm sure he
yeah.
like paid for this guy was like, so his company he was working for got bought out. This is one of the companies I used to work for. It's called Constellation Software, massive aggregators of companies. So this guy's company he used to manage got bought out, and when they got bought out, the company Constellation Software was like trading at $80. When I left, they were trading at $2,200. They used to pay half of the bonuses on basically, if you're a manager above, they pay half of the bonuses on stock options that are like protected for like X amount of years. But if you're like a higher level manager, then you get 90% of your bonuses on stocks and it's locked up. So he always used to complain. He's like, God, Bob, God damn it. Like it sucks that like, my bonus is locked up. And then later he was like telling me like over the years, it's been the greatest blessing that ever happened because he couldn't sell it when he got the bonus. The company just compounded and just grew. And that just, imagine going from $80, now it's trading at like $3,000 or something.
Jesus.
But just imagine that. And you're getting paid fat bonuses.
Yeah.
And half of that or 90% of that is all like stock options.
He's retired. He could sell a little bit each year if he wants, or just borrow against that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you made it, dog. You made it.
Yeah.
You that's the. I see a lot of these guys that work for large companies like now Wiz, right, or in NVIDIA, and what I've noticed was before when I would see these guys, and this was what I'm talking about like a couple years ago, is like they were different. Like they weren't checked out. Now they're checked out. Like, all right, they're they said like every manager at NVIDIA now is $10 million.
Yeah.
Even like the lower people are like, millionaires.
$1 million, yeah.
Right? So it's like mentally checked out, everyone across. And that's like, that happens across like a lot of these organizations that gets like,
super big, super
like
fast.
right,
yeah.
Coinbase at some point had that issue, right?
Yeah.
Like they go IPO and it just crushes a snowflake or whatever, right?
Yeah. But now they pay the people that they have to hire, they pay them an extraordinary amount, but
Yeah, and they lock this stuff too, so like they're not like just checked out and like your stock you're still committed to the game, but you just checked out mentally from working.
yeah. It's like 6 months after they go public, right? That they don't allow you to.
Yeah, but NVIDIA's been public for a long time. But I'm just saying I'm sure they still have like on their bonuses and plans.
Yeah.
They still have like restricted.
Every
year is
how much they
restricted.
get.
Yeah.
Still waiting for some stock actually, so hopefully that hits. Hope my company goes public. That'd be really cool.
Public? You want them to go public?
That'd be super duper great.
Oh man, let me see.
We've been talking like an hour and 15.
Yeah, I think we could cut it off.
I think we've done a good job, mate.
Yeah. On to next week.
We'll see you.
Yonder.
We'll see you episode 5 next week, yeah?
Huh?
Episode 5?
Episode 5 next week.
Episode 5. Maybe we'll have a new guest.
Maybe not. Maybe we will. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
But TBD.
Arrivederci.
Choo choo. Choo choo.